This is Mr. Burley at the York Catholic District School Board. This is the fourth video in this series of WeVideo tutorials. And what I want to do in this one, the last one we brought in text, and the text boxes are all up here. And the first one we brought in the videos and the images, and we put some transitions. The second one we brought in the text. Now we're going to bring in some audio. We're going to play a little bit with audio. There's unlimited effects here with audio. You can have all kinds of different things. You can go down through these ones here. You got some premium music. You got some free music. You can bring in obviously your own music if you like. The problem you have to be careful with is you run across copyright infringement. So if you use a song that you like a Drake song or something like that in here, then you'll quite likely be flagged if you try to post it on Instagram or Facebook or any of those social media sites. So you have to be aware of that. Okay, so I'll show you what it's going to basically look like when we get going. It's got some free music I grabbed from in here, but you can see it creates a nice dramatic effect. Okay, so let's jump into it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this down here, and I'm going to delete audio too because he wasn't there either. And start off where we were here. So free music. You can click on these. A lot of different cool ones. Kind of figure which one would best suit your needs. Sounds, sets the mood for yours. I'm going to bring this one down here. Now it's way too big, so I have to come back here and bring him back, and sometimes it takes a couple before I get it right back. There you go. Now, if I simply play it right now, it's full volume. And you can see this blue bar across here. That's your volume bar. So you can do a couple things. What I like to do is I like to ease into it. You can put things across here so you can influence it all the way along the track. So you bring it up into this kind of volume here, like so. This is how they do it with the commercials. The commercials also go really loud and it's very, very annoying. This is the way they do that. Okay, so this music is going to be constant right through here. But when we get into this area right here, I want it to drop off, and I want it, because this is in the narrative here, this is the quiet snowmobile trail. Now, the reality is you'd have a helmet on, you hear snow, and you'd be hearing your snowmobile, but I'm going to fade this out here. And I'm going to take it down. I can just put some dots across here like this, and then I can shape it. Now, in this area right now, I'm going to bring the volume right down. You'll still hear it, but just barely. And you can play around with it a little bit like this. It's a back and forth thing. At the end, I am going to also taper it off gradually. So we fade the music out at the end, like so. Bring him down and fade it out even a little bit more like that. Now you can go back and forth and listen to what it sounds like when it's fading out if you want to, like you listen. Okay, so you can even, I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to fade it out even more than that. So I want to fade it out earlier so that by the time it gets to the credits, it's basically just something very quiet in the background. So you can do something like that. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this part here, and I'm going to add another audio track. So you come up here, add audio, add a track. And in this one right here, I want to have, in the narrative right through here, you can see it's quiet, and I want to see what I can find. So let's go to nature and winter morning. That's perfect. So I'm going to bring winter morning down here. I'm going to shrink it down something like around that and something around here. So you can see it lines up with those ones that I was talking about earlier. Now what I want to do is I want to bring these down like that. And here I want to ease back into it loud because this is where it's, dramatic right through there. Okay. So in this area, so that lines up pretty good. I might drop it back just a hair. Now you notice that's at full volume here. So it'll overpower this. So let's have a look and see what that is like. And you can do that all the way along. You can add different audio tracks. You can drop these audio tracks out. You can have music go to here, and then you can have change things as you go along. So the sky's the limit. You can. So you'd really actually hear the snowmobiles here, truth be told. But now, or wow, brings it in loud again. And fades out nicely. Again, under the 1 minute. There you have it. Okay, so that video is all I want you to do is bring in audio, play around with some sounds. You can have as many audio tracks as you like. And then when you come up here, you go finish. And here's where you export it. Now, this is what I was saying earlier. You can GIF image. You can make it audio only if you just want to hear the sounds. This one right here, this is your Google Drive. If you click Google Drive, it'll save it to your Google Drive account associated with this, which in my case is the K-12 account. If you've got OneDrive, of course, this is it here. And this is just saving it onto the WeVideo cloud itself. Okay, so if you want to bring it down into your own, you want to save it as high definition here, standard definition. If you're just putting it on Facebook or whatnot, this would be just fine. But if you want to post it later on for yourself, what you do is you save it here in your Google Drive. You export it, it'll create an export in your Google Drive account. And when you go into Google Drive, you will see that here. So I'll show you now how to get to that, just in case you're unsure. Oh, I have to log out. And Google Drive is K-12 account. Here, Drive. And it will have created a WeVideo right there. Okay. And now click on the WeVideo, and your files will be in there. And then you can upload them as you need to.